right, guys, welcome in. Welcome into another webinar. My name is Eric Huber, technical editor here at TOA Electronics. And we got a good one for you guys. Quick plug, by the way, we are down at ISC West right now. Booth number, let me verify the booth real quick for you guys. If you do not recall, bear with me, just had it. Booth number 5067. Today we have the A team today. It's just myself and Dan Shore coming at you guys, discussing our brand new conference system lineup, which I'm super excited about because it looks and sounds fantastic. More importantly, we're going with that modern aesthetic, which I absolutely love. So booth number, oh, correction. Yes, 5067 is the booth number down at ISC West. So if you guys are down there, we got Jim McGinnis down there. We have Omar Hassan, our president. We have our new national sales manager, Vic, great guy. And we have a couple other guys down there as well who will be showing off that. So again, booth number 5067 regarding that. So let's get into today and what we're going to be discussing. Again, myself and Dan Shore are going to be going back and forth discussing our brand new conference system, which is the TS-820 and 920 series. Got a quick couple images here to show you guys, to give you guys a quick visual of what we're looking at. There it is. You should see my screen. So here's the TS-820 and some key benefits regarding the unit that Dan is going to get into some detail, not too deep, but enough to give you guys an understanding of what you're looking at essentially. And obviously the key benefits being priority speech control on board, secure communication, obviously with infrared technology, great for government and educational establishments, enabling active units. You can also have active mics, how many mics you actually want to have active at one single time with priority as well. And there's an IP setting tool that comes with it. So the 800 series is the intro to the series. Max units on that, scalable up to 64 conference units. Next up is the 920. Again, this is just a brief intro for you guys so you know what you're looking at. The 920 series is a step up. With that, you're getting voting on board, you're getting recording on board, USB. Again, Dan's going to get into a little bit more detail as we go down the road. Dual language support, essentially 2 buses for somebody doing translation, voting, like I said, and that can be scaled up to 192 conference units. So very large systems that these are capable of. And here's a quick overview of the design. So as you can see, the old series, if you guys are looking at the top left of the image, very retro looking, very simple, very plain, very vanilla. And then we went with our 820, 920, very modern, sleek design. It can fit really virtually in any conference or modern conference room seamlessly. It sits very nicely on the table. And of course, these are all wireless. So the ability to put these wherever you want in a room, if it's a flex type or hybrid type of room, you can literally pick these up and put them wherever you want, as long as they're in communication distance with the IR sensors installed. And we also improved the microphone. So it comes with, or it's actually an optional purchase. It is a modular based system. So this is all separate pieces. The 923, which is the standard mic, and the long mic. What we did add is the adjustable neck pivot. So before it was only 1 pivot point. This you're getting actually 2 pivot points. So if you guys want to stand up or sit down, you can do either or, and so on and so forth. Okay. That's it for that. Let's bring in Dan. You with us? Let's bring in Dan Shore. Oh, there he is. Let's make sure he's.
I was waiting for the drum roll.
I wish I had it. I do not have that effect cued. Dan, how you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
All right, cool. All right, Dan, let's get into it. Let me just pull up the little slideshow that we have created for you guys. Just hang tight just a moment. Working on a brand new laptop here. So which I love, by the way, Dan, which I love.
That's
So
right.
just bear with me, guys, and we'll get this going. Hang tight. Share this.
No Apple key. What are you going to do?
No Apple key, no home button, as they say.
As Apple users say.
Yeah. Actually, Dan, before I get into this, let me unshare this real quick. I just want to briefly tell our users what to experience in today. So we have really three key points that we're going to be discussing regarding these systems. One is product functionality of both systems and what makes the 920 or the 820 differ from the 920. I briefly mentioned that in the intro for you guys via the images. Understanding the benefits of IR, right? So why that is crucial when it comes to security and confidentiality in government and educational systems. Dan might have some other examples that we can discuss. And the ease of the physical product setup, like I said, it is wireless. So for the end user to make changes physically in the room, very easy. And Dan will also give us a sneak peek of the setting software, Dan, as well. Okay, cool. So we'll also talk about that. Okay. So some of you guys also may be familiar with our old systems. You know, these systems were on the market for a very, very long time. And, you know, the ability to have centralized control via a wireless solution to make any meeting space, the meeting space that you need it to be without actually reconstructing the space with cable and whatnot and so forth is very, very easy. Dan, just a quick intro question. Can you walk us through, besides of what I just said, and I could roll the slideshow if you want, any benefits of our wireless conference systems and what each series is capable of, and why is something like this system so appealing?
Sure. Well, first of all, the system has been completely redesigned. So you should know that the TS-820 and TS-920 series are not backwards compatible with earlier systems. All right. For that, you get improved appearance and basic function. In other words, the sound is considerably clearer and considerably louder than the old system delegate and chairman units. The voting system has been simplified. The buttons on the interface have been simplified. Everything's in one place for you. There is feedback suppression on all of the units. When you install the system, there's an installation test that reaffirms that everything is up and working. You have recording capabilities available with both the 820 and the 920 with the RC suffix, so that you can record to internal memory or an external USB drive. And if you fill up the USB drive, it automatically rolls over to the internal recording. You can pull recordings off of the unit through the USB port that's available on those units. Plus, there is a free external control program that's been written for this, and there is an IP protocol that allows you to easily interface with third-party control systems.
Very awesome, Dan. Dan, one thing that we talked about yesterday, actually, when we discussed some of the key features of the unit, is this self-test feature. Can you just describe it briefly for us?
Sure. When you install the unit, if you're using the software, the unconnected units or malfunctioning units, there won't be any malfunctioning units. It's TOA, but the incorrectly programmed units will show up grayed out. And if you don't see a green ring and a red ring on installation, then you'll know that there's a problem.
Cool.
Very simple to use.
All right, Dan, and to get into the voting feature, guys, only available on the 920 or the 900 series units, not on the 800 series. We do sell dedicated chairman and delegate units with these buttons. You guys can see, if you look on the bottom right-hand screen, you'll see the 1, 2, 3. Dan, can you explain the voting feature, why it's important, who might need it, what sort of applications, and so on and so forth?
Sure. Any community meeting, school board, city council, voting is an important part of these systems generally because, for example, if you're at the UN, you vote yay, nay, or abstain. You have that ability on these units as well. It's important to remember that when we say the 800, 900 series, we're specifically talking about the 820 and 920 systems.
Yeah.
So voting is available on 920 chairman and delegate stations only. And the voting is available when those are used with a 920 central unit. You can have 820 delegate and administrator functions, units on a 900 system. They're interchangeable, but you won't have voting if you have an 820 head end. Voting is only available on the 920 head end. Both those units are rack mountable, by the way. The same part number is used for both the MB90 920.
Thank you, Dan. Dan, going into what we both agree on as one of the most important features of a unit like this is feedback suppression. How beneficial is it? Can you give us an example of maybe a system that doesn't have it versus a system that does? What makes this so great?
Well, it allows you to greatly increase the level of the system, and it will, I believe now, that this will also allow you to loop that in with the external PA. But the most important, I'll have to check on that.
Mm-hmm.
The most important factor is it allows you to turn up the volume to where you need, and if their filtering is needed, it will take care of it. Now you have three options on the feedback suppression. You can turn it off completely. You can have automatic detection of the offending sine wave, or you can use an external equalizer or DSP on that.
Awesome. Adam, I do see your question. I appreciate it. We'll answer any questions at the very end. So guys, if you want to fill up the Q&A chat or the chat, we can use either or. We'll definitely answer your questions at the end without a doubt. All right, guys, let's get into, let me just stop sharing this for just a moment here and let's move this on.
I'd like to do one more thing on feedback suppression because,
Dan, go ahead.
Because the system is a complete mix minus system. In other words, your microphone is never put through your station. This is the best way to control feedback and get everybody in a conference to be able to hear the other members of the conference at an adequate level. If you try to do this with speakers over your head in a microphone, it's possible to do, but it requires careful tuning and some very specialized equipment.
Cool. Dan, getting into the importance of privacy and confidentiality in meetings, can you talk a little bit about RIR technology, system uses, and the benefits of actually using this?
Sure. IR technology is the preferred method of wireless communication for military, secure facility use. It's very, very difficult to pick up. One of the other advantages to having the station near you is that you're not going to excite flat surfaces where you can have a laser picking up your audio off of that. It doesn't require registration as some of the DECT radio frequency units do, and it's not susceptible to hacking like some of the Wi-Fi units that are out there on the market. It is the most secure.
Awesome. Awesome. Dan, can you give us a brief example? Well, let's get into the software. Do you have that available to share?
I do.
All right, cool. And after that, guys, we'll show you guys some system examples on how this is wired up. typical designs, things like that. And then we'll definitely get to your questions at the end. So guys, if you have any questions, please let us know. We will answer those at the very end. Operationally, yes, very simple. Capabilities, very advanced. So if you guys have any questions, anything that we don't cover, we don't want to get too advanced in this presentation, but if you guys have any questions, we'll answer them no matter what. Since it's only Dan and I, it's going to be a little short. What was that, Dan? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can. We're good.
Okay, so this is the free software available to you if you buy the system. It allows you to just jump in. It allows you to coordinate cameras and stations as you need. So once you have the system in, or the software loaded, and the username and password that's provided to you set in, you have this screen available to you, which is the overall screen. It allows you to start and stop the conference. It gives you attendance. It allows you to control monitor speaker so that the person running the conference, this is assuming there's somebody with a third PC and a display screen to display results of voting, that kind of thing.
Right.
You have speech time available to you that you can change from this. So if you wanted to set the default speech time at 3 minutes and somebody is going long, you can cut them off, or you can extend it depending on who it is. There's also voting results tallied here in the screen. Voting results are sent to a second monitor on your system. So your PC with a second monitor will display this. As well as the speech timer can be put up there with a countdown timer. Camera usage stats and voting logs are available as well, and speech logs as far as time of speech. So let's go back to the main menu and let's put in a typical system. This is a system without cameras, just for simplicity's sake. Sorry. We'll put in units and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go over here and arrange them where they need to be. And then on number 1, we're going to make number 1 the admin. And then number 2, we're going to make delegate 1. All right, now we go all the way around here and assign these delegates. And then if we wanted to change this from chairman to, sorry, yeah, we're going to change it to Dan Shore. Actually, I had this one highlighted, so I'm not the chairman. The chairman would be here and we would edit it, and that would be Eric the Red.
Yes.
Okay. So again, we can have speech timer on these, and camera function, since we did not put it in the original layout, is not available, but camera control basically will give you control of PTZ cameras or camera switching to allow individual cameras to come up, and we'll pull them up anytime somebody hits the talk button on their unit. All right, very, very simple to use, very, very powerful. If you want to expand on this, then again, the IP protocol is available. But this is a great starting point, and will take care of most installation systems that you have in a small to medium size, let's say board meeting, school board meeting, that kind of situation. That's it.
Okay, cool then. Appreciate that. So very simple, guys, nothing crazy. Let me share my screen. I do want to show you guys, or Dan can go over some system examples. Just bear with me a moment here. Kill this. Oh, Adam did have a question, actually, Dan, relating to that. Yes, Adam, there is, obviously, Dan just showed you, there is a voting log and a recording log as well, audio log as well. Okay.
There's the voting log and the speech log showing who spoke.
Got it.
The recording is divided into 60-minute intervals as you go down. So if you have a long meeting, great, but you can get the stored audio, which is MP3, just on the timeline, and use that as a record. And
the audio can be pulled off via flash drive and USB connectivity.
Correct.
From PCs?
So if you're recording just to internal memory, you can pull it off and or copy it off the machine. If you're using a flash drive and it's rolled over, then you can retrieve that unit. Oh, sorry, that audio.
Got it. Okay, guys, just bear with me here. I'm going to pull up some examples of system designs just so you guys can see. Talk about what we're looking at right here.
There we go.
Can you guys see?
There's a grayed out section on top and bottom in the middle. There we go.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Let me go back. Hang on.
All right. So are we expounding on this?
Can you guys hear me?
Now, yes.
Okay. Dan, do you mind sharing yours? Because I keep losing connection on my end.
Sure. Just tell me where you want to go.
Yeah, pull up that slideshow and go to systems design or all your routing towards the end of the show.
Okay. Just a second. And we have this PowerPoint available to anybody that would like it. It goes over this in great detail.
Yeah, we do have a huge one. We cut this down a little bit for you guys, just a little bit.
Right.
But it is very detailed. It gives you essentially everything you need. Yeah, all the way up from basic functionality to here we go, Dan, to systems design. Okay, we can take it from here.
Okay, so these are some examples that we have of how to do a system with a conference system, a sound system, a camera, a projector, showing audio routing. So we have the ability to pull the output off of this into an external mixer. We have full system control here with the UI. These three examples are actually using the older system, not this one here, but you'll see here in a second, possibly. Yes, so ignore that. These are not the droids you're looking for. These are the new 920s you're seeing here. When you're doing system design with any of our IR systems, it is very important to remember two critical things. Number one, nothing can block the rear of the chairman or delegate stations, because that's where the IR receivers are. Number two, the length of the cable. Oh, you know what? I removed the design section from this. So,
Gotcha. Okay. no
so
worries.
the number two is that each leg of the coax cable going to the IR transceiver, and we have two IR transceivers. One is a narrow, high-powered for high ceilings, and one is a broader, lower power, wider dispersion for low ceilings. Either of those can be stand mounted vertically. I move my hand here vertically like this, so you can have portable systems. There is a guide on spacing on these. Typically, the wide area is about 6 meters, and the high is about 5. So it's important to realize that there are the two different types, and that the spacing and coverage is critical on these. So if you're doing, for example, if you were doing a distributed speaker layout, you would not want to do it edge to edge. You would want to do max coverage. Okay. All right. So back to the cabling requirements. Every leg has to be of equal distance. So if you have output 1 on a 920 master, output 2 has to be the same length. If you split those lengths have to be equal as well. So we strongly recommend that you use pre-made cables. This is something we're looking into providing, but we have to figure out the proper lengths for that. But probably, 25, 50, and 75 feet in there would be something we'd be looking at, something you should look at when you are specifying or buying these systems. Eric?
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Dan, following up on Adam's questions, yes, it creates a voter log. Also, does the list or log show the vote with the associated delegate?
The voting log does, yes.
It does, yes. Okay. And that's also all confidential. Okay, great question. And then also, Shona, just to confirm, you can tell me in the chat, this presentation will be emailed to all participants after I believe it is automatically, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
All right, the actual PowerPoint file is pretty large, so if you'd like it, let us know and we'll send you a link to it.
Yeah, we'll share it with you guys if you guys need the PowerPoint. But the video itself, yeah, will be uploaded. We do upload all these videos to YouTube for you guys, so you can watch or rewatch or share. If you guys can share, we'd really, really appreciate that. To anybody that you know that's interested in anything we talk about, or let us know what you guys want us to talk about, and we'll be happy to share that. Okay. Any other questions in the chat? Make sure I'm not missing anything. I think we're good. Okay. All right, guys, a couple quick updates, couple quick plugs actually, that Dan can definitely chime in on. We have the Ever Alert intro course coming up April 13th, noon Eastern. Dan?
Sure. For those of you that have not heard, we're expanding our offerings regarding particularly the N8000 system and the VM3000 system to include, number one, something that's been needed for a long time, an improved clock function, which we get through the Ever Alert system. That's going to be branded, hopefully quickly here, TOA Alert or TOA Alert. It also provides visual notification through a 22-inch display that's just a single package unit that you can plug into the system, or an HDMI bridge that allows you to put it to any display. Emergency messages are sent out from an interface. The entire system exists on the cloud. Setup is very, very easy, and we're looking forward to that being a significant part of the N8000 and VM3000 sales. In addition, we have are working with a manufacturer to bring you a text-to-speech system that allows you to broadcast to a great many more participants through cell phone technology. Again, that's a cloud-based system, and we're very happy to have those capabilities available to us.
Yeah, very, very cool tech. A centralized system, a visual system, things that we didn't have in the past, partnering with American Time. Very cool stuff. And that's all being shown off. If you guys know anybody down there at ISC West, we actually have a neat little setup. Jim's down there showing off that little project and how it communicates. Also, piggybacking off what Dan said, next month, we're actually going to be reviewing the NSP80 and N8000 series. And then we're going to have Dan knows Chuck Olson from American Time. So direct representative. Dan, what's Chuck's title over there?
He's VP of Sales.
Okay, cool. So we'll have him in live with us on the next webinar, discussing how all these things work, the partnership that we have with them. It just brings together two great things that one company didn't have, the other one didn't, and we come together and we create this beautiful system that will eventually become TOA Alert, which we're super, super duper excited about. So again, guys, Jim is set up with it right now down in Vegas, and he's ready to run that as well. Dan, another question before I get into the other two points before we close out. Would you, Mario is asking, should you include a DSP on all projects regarding this conference series?
Not necessary.
Okay.
Only very, very special situations. Because of the setup of the system with a mix minus at each station and the ability to control outputs, you're not going to need anything. If you need some equalization for broadcast, or you want to do some room equalization, then maybe yes. But anything to do with the conference system itself, there's no need for DSP.
I would agree as well. Cool. Mario, if you have a follow-up, let us know. Great answer, Dan. Going forward, also, guys, again, Dan can comment. N8000 certification courses. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this. We have one coming up actually on my birthday, June 8th. And thank you. And June 9th. Those are going to be at noon Eastern. Dan, do you want to touch on those a little bit?
Sure. We have two types of certification. We have a new certification that's a 2-day course, and certification for existing dealers that just want to keep their certification active. That's going to be regularly scheduled throughout the year. And if you will contact the marketing department, they will let you know. It's also up on our website. We also have VM3000 training as well.
Awesome. Yeah, and I was just going to mention the VM3000 training. That's coming up next month as well in April 14th. N8000, the next ones are in June. VM3000, April 14th, noon EST. Shauna will share the links to you guys on how to register to all participants. We'll follow up with you guys via email, and we'll also give you guys links to anything we talked about, whether that be the PowerPoint that Dan mentioned or that we tried to display the best as we possibly could, and any of the certification courses and anything regarding the Ever Alert system. And also, guys, remember our brand new collaboration with Key Digital. We also have the Lacambio system, which we have great information on. We'll be distributing that. If you guys haven't heard about anything regarding that system, there are some videos up and some documents up regarding on how to purchase that system and how to get any support you guys need. So that is all documented. Ask us and we'll get that out to you guys. That'll be it. Dan, anything else from your side?
Good.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then thanks for joining us from your vacation. We really appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
Again, guys, if you guys, wait, we have one more question. Joel's question. Did I miss one? Is it in the chat, Shauna? Did I miss it? Joel, yes. Will you have a setup of TOA alert at Infocom?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we will. Shauna, can you confirm? Dan's confirming. Let me get a double confirm. Yes, we will. Joel, yes, we will have a alert system set up there. Infocom, I believe we'll have a bigger booth there, Dan, as opposed to so there'll be more, or you have no idea.
We hope so.
Okay. VM, Sean is confirming Everalert system with our VM 3000 and N8000 systems. So we have a smaller version of that at ISUS right now. So we'll beef that up a little bit for you guys at Infocom, since it's a larger show. But okay, guys, as always, if you have any questions, let us know. Check out our socials. Oh, podcast is coming back shortly from my home studio. So be prepared for that. We'll launch it on all of our socials, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, you name it. Mario, you're welcome. Anybody else who joined us, thank you so much for coming. We always appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time, and be on the lookout for anything else we release. Take care, guys, and have a great, great Wednesday. Take care.